Angela Oakley has not been shy about her connection to the basketball world through her retired NBA player husband, Charles Oakley. But the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 16 newcomer also has a connection to the Real Housewives of Miami cast member, Larsa Pippen, thanks to Charles. The mom and entrepreneur spoke with The Daily Dish back in March, where she revealed that she knows of Larsa through her husband. "She knows my husband," she admitted in the exclusive chat. Larsa's ex-husband, Scottie Pippen, is also a retired basketball player who played with Charles on the Chicago Bulls in the 1980s. Scottie was a rookie at the time, and Charles was a more seasoned player on the team. More on that below. Charles also played on the Chicago Bulls alongside Michael Jordan, who is the father of Larsa's ex-boyfriend, Marcus Jordan. Angela admitted that she hadn't asked Larsa for advice or consulted her when it came time for her to join ROA. "Her and Charles are longtime friends," Angela continued. Angela Oakley attends Real Housewives of Atlanta screening Shadow Force at AMC Madison Yards 8 on April 28, 2025, in Atlanta, Georgia. Larsa Pippen arrives at the Los Angeles premiere of Amazon MGM Studios' The Accountant 2% at TCL Chinese Theater on April 16, 2025, in Hollywood, California. In a 2018 interview with the Players Tribune, Scottie opened up about his rookie season playing alongside Charles. "Oak was tough really my first year," he said, "but he was like a big brother to me. He really showed me the ropes, not only on the court but off the basketball court. That's really where we bonded mostly," he added. "You know, he was definitely sending me down the rookie path, but I was learning a lot from Oak." During the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show, Angela opened up about the things that she had to overcome when she married someone as well known as Charles. This is in addition to the instances of infidelity that Angela opened up about during ROA Season 16, Episode 10. "I married someone who kind of checks a lot of boxes, famous, attractive, money, all of the things," she said. "With that came women. A lot of women. When we got married, I didn't expect him to need so much time to cut his single ways. I will say that. I thought when he got married, I'm like, you're old enough. You know what marriage is. Like, we can't do none of that." Angela Oakley addresses connection to Larsa Pippen. Do their NBA husbands bring them together? In the glitzy world of NBA wives and socialite circles, relationships often intertwine in unexpected ways. Recently, Angela Oakley, a rising socialite and influencer, opened up in an exclusive interview about her connection, or lack thereof, to Larsa Pippen, the renowned reality star and former wife of NBA legend Scottie Pippen. With both women tied to prominent basketball husbands, fans have been curious. Is there a personal bond between Angela and Larsa? Or do their shared connections simply remain in the realm of coincidence? The background: NBA marriages and social circles. Angela Oakley has been making waves in the social scene, often spotted at high-profile events, charity galas, and NBA after-parties. Her relationship with her husband, a successful former NBA player turned commentator, has placed her in proximity to many league insiders and their families. Meanwhile, Larsa Pippen has long been recognized as a fixture in the NBA circle, especially during her marriage to Scottie Pippen, one of the league's most iconic figures. Given their shared associations with NBA royalty, speculation has grown about whether Angela and Larsa have crossed paths personally or even developed a friendship behind the scenes. Are their interactions purely coincidental, or does the common thread of NBA husbands create a genuine bond? Angela's perspective: do they know each other? When asked directly about her relationship with Larsa Pippen, Angela Oakley responds with a thoughtful smile. "Honestly, I don't know Larsa personally," she says. "We've never met face to face. At least not in a way that's gone beyond casual introductions or brief exchanges." That while their worlds overlap, both being women connected to NBA husbands, their social circles haven't necessarily merged in a meaningful way. "I think a lot of people assume that because our husbands are involved in the NBA, we must be close or have some sort of friendship. But that's not always the case," Angela explains. "Sometimes, it's just a matter of being in the same environment, the same events, or having mutual acquaintances." Do their spouses' NBA ties play a role? Angela notes that her husband's NBA career was active during a different era than Larsa's prominence, which has been more in the social and entertainment spheres in recent years. "Our husbands played at different times, and while they've all been part of the NBA family in some way, I wouldn't say that's the foundation of any relationship I have with Larsa, she says. She adds that the NBA, while a shared experience for many of these women, often serves as a backdrop rather than a direct link. The league creates a community, but it doesn't necessarily mean everyone knows each other personally. It's a bit like being part of a large extended family. There are acquaintances, colleagues, and friends, but not everyone is close. The role of social events and mutual friends. Angela admits that she's attended some of the same charity events or galas where Larsa has also been present. In our social circles, it's common to see the same faces at different events, but that doesn't automatically translate to a friendship, she clarifies. I've always believed that genuine connections take time to develop. Sometimes you just acknowledge each other politely and move on. She emphasizes that her focus remains on her personal pursuits and her family, rather than forging relationships solely based on shared social status or connections through their husbands. Is there potential for friendship? She sees any possibility of forming a friendship with Larsa in the future. Angela responds thoughtfully. You never know how relationships evolve. Right now we're not close, but I'm open to the idea of meeting her and seeing where things could go, she says. People change, circumstances change, and sometimes genuine friendships develop unexpectedly. However, she reiterates that her current approach is rooted in authenticity rather than assumption. I prefer to let relationships grow naturally rather than forcing them because of external factors like our husband's fame or social standing. The influence of public perception. Angela also acknowledges that the media often plays a role in shaping perceptions about relationships among women connected to the NBA. People love to speculate about whether women are friends, rivals, or just acquaintances, especially when their husbands are in the league, she comments. But at the end of the day, I think it's important to remember that everyone has their own story, their own friendships, and their own boundaries. She emphasizes that her interactions with other women in her social circle are guided by respect and authenticity. I believe in building relationships based on shared values and genuine interest, not just because of who our husbands are. A personal reflection in reflecting on her own journey, Angela shares that she values her independence and the relationships she's cultivated over the years, many of which are not necessarily linked to her husband's NBA career. I think it's easy to get caught up in the glitz and glamour, but what really matters is the connection you have with people on a personal level. She also notes that her experiences have taught her the importance of staying true to herself. Whether or not I know Larsa personally, I respect her, and I think she's an interesting woman. But I don't see our relationship as being defined by our husbands' careers, more so by who we are as individuals. Final thoughts. Beyond the NBA ultimately, Angela Oakley's response underscores a simple yet profound truth. Shared circumstances do not automatically create bonds. While the NBA provides a common thread among many women in the social scene, genuine friendships often develop through shared interests, mutual respect, and authentic interactions. For Angela, her message is clear. Connections are built over time, through real conversations and shared experiences. The fact that our husbands are NBA players is just one part of our stories, not the entire story. As the world continues to watch the lives of these glamorous women unfold, Angela's perspective invites us to look beyond the surface. Behind the glitz and the social media posts, it's the authentic relationships, those that grow organically, that truly define the human experience. Whether or not Angela and Larsa ever become close friends, one thing remains certain: their stories are uniquely their own, shaped by their choices, personalities, and values, far beyond the influence of NBA fame.